Right now, a live look at the White House, where President Donald Trump is reportedly preparing to sign an executive order to dismantle the Department of Education. It would have sweeping impacts on Georgia school funding. Sources say the president could sign that order at any moment. It would happen today, directing Education Secretary Linda McMahon to begin the process of breaking up the department. President Trump has long expressed interest in eliminating it, but Secretary McMahon has noted that full elimination would need the approval of Congress. NBC Chief White House Correspondent Peter Alexander has more.
This morning, the president reportedly taking aim at a department that affects schools across the country. The Wall Street Journal, citing people briefed on the matter, reports President Trump's expected to issue an executive order as early as today aimed at abolishing the Department of Education.
I'm saying, what do these people do? What do they do?
NBC News has not independently confirmed the report. The president cannot abolish an entire department without the approval of Congress, but the administration may look for ways to defund programs instead, according to the Washington Post. President Trump has said his aim is cutting down inefficiency and waste. The impact on American school children could be far-reaching. The Department of Education says it serves more than 50 million students across the country. Democrats and labor unions have argued dismantling the department would be devastating.
Class sizes are going to balloon. We know that one-on-one attention that students need will not be there, and it will affect our most vulnerable students, those who are living in poverty, those who have disabilities.
Meanwhile, the president's top lieutenant, Elon Musk, who heads the Department of Government Efficiency, huddling privately with congressional Republicans.
There's a lot of opportunity to improve expenditures in the government.
Several senators telling NBC News they discussed the possibility of a package to make DOJ's sweeping cuts permanent, an option that came as a surprise to Musk, who pumped his fist and danced around the room, according to Lindsey Graham.
He was so happy.
Among the federal firings to come, Veterans Affairs Secretary Doug Collins announcing his department is aiming to slash 15% of its workforce, as many as 80,000 employees.
Now, we regret anyone who loses their job, but we'll be making major changes, so get used to it.
Democrats are warning veterans will be the ones who suffer.
This staffing cut is a betrayal of our promise to our service members. It is outrageous.
This is a developing story that has implications for schools all over our state. Parents and policymakers calling it nerve-wracking.
They're not just an item you can place in a corner or place in a closet. These are real people.
We talked to Lola Green in February about the idea of the loss of the Department of Education. Her 9-year-old son, MJ, has autism spectrum disorder, and federal money pays for school programs and therapy he relies on. She says an end to the department would threaten support for MJ and thousands of other kids with special needs. Education policymakers say families and students with low-income backgrounds and those with disabilities would feel the cuts the most. And they say it would fall on Georgia lawmakers to close the money gap for local schools.
I don't think that the state is ready today for that role. We have never played that role before. The state has never played that role before, and it would take time to ramp up that muscle.
President Jimmy Carter started the Department of Education in 1979.